Welcome to the NASCAR pre-race show with Kyle and Brandon.
What you know and need to know about NASCAR fantasy picks.
As always, I'm Kyle.
I'm Brandon.
With special guest tonight, Steve.
Hey!
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Not too bad.
Good.
So, we escaped Charlotte. Bit of a melee, 48-car crash. How do you feel about that?
No, actually, I feel good.
Yeah,
I feel good about that.
He might actually be out of championship picture this time.
Yeah, Tony backs way into 8th after Darren Grubb screwed him over again.
Well, those cautions fell too.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you.
Hats off to you, Darian. So we're going to skip right ahead to Talladega. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Because we have a lot to talk about. For Talladega, I call it the Alabama Lottery 500. So here's my usual hat. I'm drawing my names out of a hat. 88, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh. The 22,
These picks keep getting better and better,
Kurt
ladies and
Busch.
gentlemen.
And I'm taking the 5, Mark Martin. Oh boy. How you feeling?
Well, I'm glad I didn't draw mine out of the hat. Well, I'm taking Kevin Harvick. No luckier man in the world. I'm taking Cousin Carl, because he's been the most consistent man in the chase. Obviously, that's why he's leading. And I'm taking David Brudeman. Let's just hope he doesn't root too many men in the wall and keeps me with the top 15.
How do you feel, Steve? Who are you picking?
I got to take Harvick. Like, he's been the man at the plate races. And I'm going to take Clinton Boyer, the 33 right behind the 29. Guess who's going to be shoved up his tailpipe, pushing across the line? And I got to take Kurt Busch. Because Kurt Busch has been the man, except he has one race at plate track. So he's got tons of points. He's had tons of top 5s, top 6s. So got to go with Mr. Kurt Busch.
Got to watch them top 6s.
Yes.
Well played.
Yeah, so NASCAR is changing the rules a little bit about the push drafting thing, so we're not sure, nobody's sure, we'll see what we get on Sunday.
Heard they're going to make them overheat before a lap.
Which means we're going to have ourselves a lot of explosions coming.
And there'll be no greasing the bumpers.
True. So, as always, the favorite part of our show is the crying towel with Brandon. Who gets it this week, buddy?
Well, before I get to the crying towel, I would like to talk to my man Jimmy Spencer. I know we've had some differences in the past. You may not know about these differences. But, hats off to you, Jimmy.
Here's to
You're
you,
giving Dale Earnhardt Jr. the crying towel. Thank you. That was amazing. I can't top it, but I'll try. But it's not going to Junior this week. It's going to good old JJ. After one of the biggest wrecks in his career, which I was awful glad to see.
Here's to JJ.
Here's the JJ.
I'm empty, but here we go.
Clink it again.
Yeah.
Well, he got out of his car and whining like a little baby. Jimmy, what am I going to do? I'm not leading the chase. What's going on? Chad, this isn't my fault. It's got to be yours. We'll just blame it on Junior. Everyone else does. It can't be Jeff. I love him. What happens if I don't win the championship? What do I do at Homestead? Do I go home? What do I do? Well, I was a crying towel for this week, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
know, he could fire his pit crew like he did last year at Texas.
Well, he'll do whatever he can, I assume.
Yeah.
Even if it's...
You might win.
Yeah, even if it happened to be Jeff's pit crew in second place, I imagine they'd still do the swapperoo.
Fire them too. Okay.
Start.
So that's basically all we got for you. Talladega, who knows, really. We'll see when it gets here. Any closing thoughts there, Steve?
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of pushing. And it all depends on our picks and who gets caught up in the big one.
I'm going to go on a limb and say there'll be a lot of passing.
Yeah, you guys heard about that 100 lead change thing. If Talladega has 100 lead changes, the guy who takes the most lead changes wins $100,000.
They count lead changes? Through every, does it have to be leader of the lap?
I don't know. You think it'd be lead changes?
Because they lead change about 3 or 4 times in the back straightaway. So.
Yeah, I hope so. But again, I'm not sure about that. So that's basically it for us this week. This has been the pre-race show with Kyle and Brandon. And as always, stick with what you know.